Welcome back, pre-calculus. Let's see if you got it right. So we've got an a in front of x squared, c, this is going to be d, e, and f. B squared is 0 squared minus 4 times a is 1 times c is 4. Notice we don't even care about these d, e, f's. It all comes down to what? X squared and y squared, because we don't have any b squareds in these conic sections that we're working with. We just have possibly an a squared or an x squared or a y squared. We don't care about d, e, or f for our discriminant, so it really comes down to those first two. Anyways, this is negative 4 times 4, so this is going to be negative. When we're less than 0, what do we have to do? We have to look at a and c. So a is 1, c is 4. These guys are not equal to each other, so we are talking about an ellipse. All right. So 0 squared minus 4 times, ooh, be careful, do we have an x squared for this one? No. We do have a y squared, but 0 times anything is going to be 0. This one is equal to 0, and when we're equal to 0, we are talking about a parabola. That makes sense though, right? Because parabolas have either x squared or y squared. They do not have x squared and y squared. All right, number 7, we're talking about 0 squared minus 4. Coefficient in front of x squared is 1. In front of y squared is negative 4. Negative times negative, this is going to be positive. When we're bigger than 0, we're talking about a hyperbola. All right, and then finally, 0 squared minus 4 times a times c is negative times positive times positive. That's going to be negative. When we're negative, we want to check the a and the c value, and we got 2 and 2. Those guys are equal to each other. When they're equal to each other, we're talking about a circle. So let's step back for a second and see what we got. Basically, if we only have one of them squared, what do we have? A parabola, right? Now, if we've got x squared and y squared, we have 3 different cases. One in which, when you multiply these two guys together, you get something that's bigger than 0, in which case it's a hyperbola. So maybe kind of think of that as a hyperextension. When you hyperextend your arm, it goes past 0. Like it goes past where it normally should, so it's bigger than 0. And then for our circles and our ellipses, that's when you multiply these first two numbers, and they give you something that's less than 0 because this guy's negative 4. So negative 4, these guys are both positive, it's going to be less than 0. If I multiply these two times a negative number, again, it's less than 0. And then we're looking at, are they equal? If not, it's an ellipse. If they are equal, it's a circle. All right, that's it for 5 through 8. We're going to move on to like a general form. We're just going to look at a couple of them where we identify what kind of conic section it is, and then we're going to go ahead and graph it. So it's just kind of rounding everything up and wrapping it into one big package all on the same sheet.